Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, I think I got it. I think. Just making sure I can see this chat. All right. Just making sure I can see this chat. All right, here we go. Can you hear me, 3D Rock? You can hear me, right? Great, great. So, all right. I guess let me talk everything that I said, or say everything I said before. Okay, so basically, what I'm doing here is I'm doing a like a sci-fi scene, and what I did was I modeled out these things in Quill, so it's like a VR 3D software. Definitely check it out, and it makes all this geometry, and I use Quill to basically make a thumbnail, make a sketch for what I want to do, so I can put it into Blender, and then all the spacing's already figured out, so I know that the mountain's over here and how big it is and things like that. So then I can start using the grease pencil to draw over it. I'm much more well versed in like 3D and making like 3D stuff, so using the grease pencil is actually a big challenge for me to do. And thank you. And so yeah, so this is, like, I'm no professional at this grease pencil stuff, but it's just a lot of fun to use, and I think everybody should check it out. So for this object, I did it, like I said, in Quill. It came with the colors already in the object. Let's see if I can find it here. And that's what it looks like. It has an attribute, an RGBA. It comes as a vertex color, and all you have to do is connect the RGBA attribute color to the emissions, and then this is what controls all the colors that are happening on the scene, right? So I do this just so I have some colors, but honestly, if I wanted to check values, if I was really picking some colors, you could put a color ramp in between, and then we'll make it black and white. Or we can honestly, at the end of this, just recolor everything. And it would be a lot more fun, make it like a vaporwave type of situation. like that. You can see some of the darker clouds there. But so yeah, that's basically the whole setup. And then the setup for the world right here is just a gradient map that's going through a color ramp, and that makes the world look I mean the sky look a little bit more fun. So it's dark at the top, like if we're really high up in the sky, in the atmosphere, getting close to space, so like the darkness starts to like come through, or the universe starts to come through a little bit darker. And of course lighter for the bottom, just adds some contrast there. Well, I do go for realism. I mean, for the most part, I just wanted to look good. You know, that's basically my goal in all this. So after I bring in the sketch in here, I created my grease pencil objects, and let's see if you can see this. Probably not. There it is. So if you can see those like little orange dots, those are where they are. Where these objects, the grease pencil objects, are in space. So we have, if I turn this back on, you'll see that this one right here is representative of the mountain. This one right here is the building. This one here is the second mountain, and I just have the clouds right in the middle. And that's how I spaced out my objects. So then I already have my objects already in space where they're supposed to be. So let's start by getting rid of these mountains, right? And then we're gonna start doing the clouds. So let's build that. We'll go to clouds, go to draw mode. Let's see, go to the circle. I have it on material mode, and I have it on the shadow. I think we're gonna try and do a little trick here. So let me also take off the clouds. There we go. We're gonna start this over. I didn't like how this turned out anyway, so there we go. Shadow. We'll do the first layer, and we're gonna do like a masking technique or something, like something where we can mask the shadow and the normal color. So we'll build up the clouds with shadow. So I hold Shift and Alt. That'll make it so it's a perfect circle, which is what I want. It's a lot darker than I want it, and that's because it is. It's interesting. It's moving this way. Anyway, that's because these lights are on. So if I take off use lights, it'll go back to the color that it's supposed to be, which is the cloud shadow up here. And whoa, that doesn't look right. So I just drew a circle and put it like straight flat, like right down the like y-axis. So let's fix that. I think I know the issue to this. The issue is that when I was drawing this, this is where the drawing plane, and the drawing plane for the grease pencil objects tell the grease pencil object where you should draw the object. So let's go to view first, and we're going to erase this like this. All right, so right now we're on view. So if we were to do this, it's going to line up perfectly to how this camera, the view, is. So I hit enter. You see it's nice and it's exactly the circle that I want. But you can see that when I look at it on the side, let's see if you can, this helps. You see that if you look at it on the side, it's kind of like tilted. And I think that's because my camera, let's see if I can find it. That's because my camera is tilted itself, right? So if you look at the rotation, I guess it's not. This is weird. I'm not sure if you get it should be because it's tilted. Anyway, so going back to the cloud, go to draw mode, and if you try, I definitely, if you play around with grease pencil, definitely try these different drawing planes out. The front, it will make it so it's nice. Oh, let's see. Yeah, see, so it makes it so it's not rotated. It's facing right to the front. And of course, if you do it to like the side, let's see. It makes the circle. You see how it makes it to the YZ. And then if you do top, let's see what this looks like. It'll probably just look the same. Oh, and see, and then this one makes it flat like that. So right now what we're going to work with, just to make this simple and less confusing for me, because I get really tripped up with this stuff sometimes, I'll just do front. So it's always going to be nice and flat, looking straight on. So first layer, we're going to do cloud base. So cloud base basers sounds pretty cool too. And we're gonna make one circle. We'll build up one piece of this. So here's the cloud base. Love it. And still something funky going on, but we'll do the cloud base. And then I will change materials. And I will make another layer. Make it's dark again, so make it sure it doesn't use lights. So now we have this, which is what I'm trying to do, is create the one cloud puff, right? So then I can duplicate that puff. I don't know if this is gonna work, by the way. This is just me kind of experimenting. And then for this, what I can do is I can line it up to where I want it to be. The sun is coming from the top left, so I'll put it more towards the top left. This is like the highlight of it. We'll put it right there. And then we will name this cloud top. And then instead of cloud base, let's just do cloud shadow. I don't know. There's probably a better way to do this. Cloud shadow. Okay, and then for cloud top, we're gonna mask it, and we're gonna mask it with the cloud shadow. Perfect. There we go. We got a little bubble here, and it's a little weird. It's like in a different part of space. Maybe that's a good thing. We'll see if that helps us, right? So cool. We got these two pieces here. And we're just going to start duplicating these. Like this. So now we're getting a nice little cloud here. Maybe we'll rotate it, make it smaller. Should I squish it? Not sure. We'll keep it like this for now. So we'll do this, and we'll set up some clouds. And we'll just keep duplicating. Right, and then let's see what, bring back our sketch here. Oops, didn't want to bring the clouds. Okay, so now that I have these mountains, which is really important to have now, I can start seeing that where things lie in space. And I definitely wouldn't have caught this. Oh, look at that. They're all kind of tilted. I think it's because of the camera, right? Somebody please help me if you know. So we're going to start making it bigger. And this will be more of a base. Oops. For these clouds. Let's just do this. Alright. But then we're going to grab one. And we're going to duplicate it. Maybe rotate it. Make it smaller. Maybe put it up in front. To soften the mask. Let's see. I think there is. Good question. Good question. Let me see if I can see your name. Ferduin? Ferduin Cotton. Is there a way to, yes, is there a way to soften the mask? Let's see. Honestly, I haven't been to Blender in quite a while. So let's see, tint, relations. See if there's an effect. We can blur it. We're gonna explore this together. Oh, there you go. Ooh. I'm not sure what's happening here. So as far as my knowledge, no. Maybe you'd have to like draw with the like a lighter airbrush and do it that way. But I'm really not sure right now. But if I find out, I'm gonna write some notes. It's a good question. So yeah, I'm writing these notes, maybe for like some future videos, to answer these questions. Thank you. I would have swore there was though. Anyway, regardless, I'm not liking how this is turning out. Anyway, so let's try doing something different. So instead of making the whole mask and complicating with the mask, let's set up the base of the clouds as we'll do the shadow, and then we will do the light layer on top. So let's do that. Clouds. Let's try it again. Like I said, sorry, I'm not a super professional at the grease pencil part of this. All right. Oh man, getting mixed up with all these menus. Here we go. I guess what's getting me right now is that this is like getting squished at the end here. Like that. Let's see if we can put like a constraint where it always faces the camera. I mean, is this dumb to do? Possibly. I'm just curious if this is even worth it. Alright, let's see. There we go. Duplicate this layer. Copy. Go. Maybe we can assign. There we go. You know what? That's good enough for me. All right. And I think just for good measure, let's see what it will look like if we take it further into space. Maybe we will just do... Let's rename these. Highlight. Man, how far is that? That is pretty far. It'll make more sense for it to be dark. Nope. So I think was some weird stuff happening here. Let me delete this. And we're just gonna duplicate this cloud layer. We're gonna grab it, we're gonna bring it back here. There we go. I think we're getting the look we're trying to get here. All right, cool. So anyway, first time doing this stuff, so I'm just winging it, flying from the seat of my pants right now. Okay, so I got the clouds. That's pretty much in place. Let's start going with these mountains. So we got clouds 1, clouds 2, and just to make this make more sense, we'll do cloud BG background, and we will do cloud FG for foreground. And honestly, we can just always go back to this. So now let's just start working on these mountains. Let's go to mountain 1. These mountains right here. And let me position this so it's a little better. Boom, boom. We're gonna go to mountain 1. And we're just gonna start drawing. And the way we're gonna draw is not using the circle tool. Don't need that anymore. We're gonna draw, and oh man, I want to get rid of these materials from here. So I'm gonna hold shift. I believe that's how you do it. You hold shift, and then you hold press the minus button, and that'll get rid of them like entirely. So like I save, and then I reopen. Let's see. Okay. Nope, there's just still a bunch in here. There's just too many. I don't understand what's happening. Okay, so we're gonna name this mountain color. Boom. And we're gonna see about making a mountain out of this. So the material we're gonna use is mountain color. We're going to use this brown. Ooh, too dark. Light brown. Okay, we're gonna use this brown, no stroke. Make sure it's on material. And we're also going to stop using the lights, and that makes it the nice brown color. So let's see if I can make a mountain. All right, so let's get rid of the first mountain. I mean, that looks all right. Let's draw another one. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get like the shape down because I like it. I like the shape that's leading up to this building here. So let's go like that. Let's see. I mean, you tell me if it looks good. I'm just winging it right now. Boom. All right, and then for mountain 2, we're going to do the same. Let's see, mountain 2. Let's try this again. Let's get the right, what is it, mountain color here. And you know, you gotta stop using these lights. It's always just throwing me off. Stop using the lights. All right. You know, I think what this needs, let's try to use a different tool. My screen key's not working. There you go. Let's try and use a different tool. Let's use, okay, the polyline. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably what I should be doing. I like how this looks, and always when you get something, I always like to go to edit, because I think we're better editors than we are like making something good like the first time. So maybe I'll stretch this out, and once again, what I'm doing is I'm getting the shape. I figured this all out during the thumbnail stage, so I'm putting in the mountain, stretching it out right here, and I'm making this line right here lead to the building, which is my main focus here. So now I got my 2 mountains in 3D space, and look, it's basically nothing, but it's about like the shapes and the image that you make. So there we go. And then we're going to make this building. Let's see what we can do. Tower. Runaway. Building. Alright, so here we are with the building. And since buildings are like, I don't know, like structural things, I think I'll probably be using the polyline tool. And what I'm not going for like realism, I'm going more for like a cartoony look. So it looks like this looks pretty good for, you know what, maybe I can just draw over this. Would that be better? Would that be a better thing to do? I just go and I draw over this. Let's see what it looks like. Let's move this to rendered so we can see it. We'll zoom up on it. And let's see if drawing over this is any fun. All right. I'm gonna go to my tower, grease pencil object, make a new layer. And let's see. All right. Let's get some materials in here. Let's just type in building. And we'll make this material. Maybe even this light blue. And then we're gonna see about drawing on this building. See what that looks like here. All right. Oh man, that doesn't look. I mean, I guess it looks all right. See what this looks like. All right, I was just testing out some glow. Let's see. Add some little details in here. Like there's like little windows. Make another material. Make it darker. Actually, just steal this color. All right, so we got Fredwin said, I think another approach I'll try with the building like that is to model it in 3D, convert to a grease pencil object, keep the copy, and then draw on the object. You know what? Let's do it that way. I think that's probably the better approach. Thank you so much. Let's try it. Let's try it. It definitely is starting to look better than this, right? So let's erase the sketch. Not erase the sketch, but stop seeing it. We will stop seeing the cameras, and we will hide everything else. We'll make a new collection. We'll call this building. We'll center our piece to orient ourselves. Let's put a floor here. There we go. This is looking better. Fredwin cotton. This way you can reuse it from other angles. Very true. And I'm very for the efficiency. So let's just do it. Let's just do it right now. Let's make an object. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the cursor there. Oops, object, set origin to the 3D cursor, reset it. Now it's right on the plane. Oops. We're gonna do it from individual origin. Oh man, what am I doing? Is it individual origin? 3D cursor? Whatever. So we'll do it from the 3D cursor and we'll make it big. Take this off. Don't need that. And I guess the size doesn't matter because we can always resize it. Alright. Duplicate it. Make it smaller. Oh, there we go. Active element is what I was looking for. There you go. All right, so we got that building. Let's put one. Maybe like this. Maybe rotate it, huh? That's something. That's something. Oh, you know what? We can intersect it a little bit. Trying to give a little balance there. All right. I think here we can. Is there something we can turn on? Ambient occlusion. I guess that helps a little bit for my eye. The ambient occlusion is the shadows in between here. And I think that's looking alright. You know, we got buildings going on. Nice. Alright. What did that other thing have? I think it had a runway because it's like in the air, right? So we'll move it to the top. Boom. You know what? We're gonna make a loop cut here, and then we're gonna bevel that loop cut, right? So that'll give us like what that little, like if spaceships were to come and like land in there, it'll be like in a hole like this. So then we'll go center it there so we can see it. We'll do an inset. I'll do extrude faces. We'll extrude it in. Right, it's looking all right. We'll extrude it up to here. So I guess this is where the spaceships would land, right? Let's see. My view. I like to change my camera view from, instead of 50, I change it to like 100, because if you have it at 50, there's like some distortion that happens because of the lens. So I just put it to 100. So I'm at 100 now. Everything's looking a little bit more squared off. Let's see if I can show you a comparison. Just come here. So if I'm just sitting here and I'm at, let's do something extreme, 18. See how distorted that is? Super distorted. So when you're making stuff, if your like view is at like 18 millimeter or anything like anything lower, it's really distorted. So really I like to use 100. It gets it much closer to like orthographic, still staying in perspective, and now we are looking good. I remember this was a big issue for me when I was sculpting, and everything looked so weird because I'm getting so close and everything starts looking so distorted. All right, so let's continue making this building that we're gonna draw on. Let's make the runway. You know, that looks all right. It's looking good there. Maybe we can make those support beams that I had before. So I'm gonna make a bevel, and then I'm gonna bevel loop cut, and then I'll bevel it, and that's how I get like an even cut from left to right. And then I will go into line mode, which is I press 2 on the numpad, or you can go up here. Alt select it. So then if I'm looking at this correctly, it just selected that loop cut, and that's good because then I can bevel it. So Control B, I'm going to put a number so it's the same. 0.1. Yes, let's do 0.1. Do the same here. Control B. Bevel it. And we'll do 0.1. Beautiful. We'll hit 3 to go to face mode. And let's see how we can do this to make it look good. We'll do a loop cut here. And the same thing. We'll do a loop cut and then Control B to bevel it. And I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this square here. So here's the square that I formed. And you know, honestly, this doesn't have to be like perfect or anything. So I'm going to extrude them down. And then I'm going to rotate the faces 90 degrees on the x-axis. Let's see. Oh, but first I'm going to change it where it rotates from. I want it to rotate from the bounding box center. Rotate X. Oops. Let me give you a better view over here. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate on the, not the X, the Y. Yes. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. And then I'll drag them. Okay, maybe not. Let's say rotate Y 90. Grab Y or X. There it is. So I rotated it 90 degrees. Moved it to the back. It's now connected. So we got a little platform going on. You know, for good measure. Usually these buildings don't have like just flat tops, right? So we will select the top, indent it, scroll it around. Maybe not that much of an indent. Let's do a very tiny indent. Like that. Extrude it. Beautiful. Also, what I want is I want to do those little boxes that are on top of here. So I'm going to do cursor to selected. I was active. No. Cursor to selected. There it is. So I move cursor to selected, move it to the top, make a cube, squish it down, grab it. You know, this could be a little facility there. And then just real quick. See what that looks like. Beautiful. Make it to a point. Grab it. Here we go. Building's looking good. I guess would this make sense to have like some sort of, I don't know, border so people don't fall off of it, I guess. We'll do that. Boom. Beautiful. Loving it. And then to make this building a little bit more interesting looking, we will cut this in half, maybe scale it like this. We'll get the face and we're just gonna extrude it, but from like to the inside, right? You know, we gotta break up that silhouette, make it a little bit more fun there. There. All right, looking good. For this box, I mean, I guess I can like bevel this edge here, or bevel both of these edges, the ones that we're gonna see, and give it more of like a round look, maybe flat look. Looking good. All right. Another thing we want to do is maybe make some cylinders. So let's see what this looks like. Boom. Grab what is it? S? No, is it? Which one do I like to do? Is it Shift S? No. Control S. No. Alt S. I think Blender's crashing. Oh, I just saved. Okay, save. Oh, we're gonna save. I'm gonna do. There we go. I hold Shift and Z. There we go. We'll move it down to the ground. We'll grab it over here. Add some visual interest here. We will duplicate it, and we would duplicate both of these again, and then duplicate them again. All right, now we got this that we can of course make a little taller. Is that interesting? I don't even know. Maybe it doesn't reach the top. So more interesting to have that there. I'm not sure. We'll get this. Let's give these some indents as well. That. Push them in. No, let's push them out. Beautiful. This thing is not touching this building, so we're gonna let it connect there. To add more interest in this, we'll bevel it. Looking good, looking good. I'm liking it. Okay. I think that's probably simple enough. I feel like I should get some better lighting. Let me see. Hold on, let me see it from there. All right, where's the lighting come from? Top left, bottom right. Let's see. I'm not even sure here. Let's do it this way. Cool. All right, we're looking good. Let's see. Could we make this brighter? This is just for my visualness. All right, we got that going. All right, so after your suggestion, we made the building, modeled it in 3D. And let's draw over it. So let's figure out what a good color for this would be. Honestly, I love my gradients. So let's do a gradient that goes from the top to the bottom, and we're gonna steal that from the world setting. World. We're gonna copy this. Copy. Click on that, and we're gonna give this building okay, I'm gonna give it a building material. Great. We'll go to object. Here's the building. We'll copy this. Grab it. Let's see what this looks like. Should it be reverse? Should it be like dark on the bottom, light at the top? I'm not sure. Let's flip it. You know what? That actually looks better. Great. Oh man, just to make it cooler looking, let's just pick a different color. Maybe like a red. linear? Should linear be it? Oh, that's kind of gross. There you go. There we go. We can get some different looks on here. And then I don't think it really needs to be on like principal shader. I think an emission shader. Let's see what this looks like. Alright, we'll work with the principal shader for now, so I can at least see the shade. Alright, so we have the building. We're gonna put this sun in our utilities just to keep organized. And we're gonna disable this. Essentially, we're just gonna start from scratch. Maybe that cool sketch isn't helping me. So we'll make sure the sun's on there, blah blah blah. We'll center the cursor to the center, and I will get this look on here for you to see. I'm not sure if that's like super helpful for you, but it's there. All right, so we got this going. That's what it looks like. Maybe I should do this one in rendered. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's make a grease pencil object. Grease pencil blank, and we're gonna move this up in front, so the grease pencil is in front of the building. And let's draw on it. Let's see what that looks like. We'll call this GP, but we'll be building. That's actually such a neat feature. Yeah, I am using 2.83. I definitely should check out 2.9, make some videos on those features. Because does it convert the whole object, like the lines, into a grease pencil? Is that what it's doing? So when you say it converts it, mesh it to grease pencil object, what exactly is it doing? Alright, but I will continue what you said. I'll just continue drawing on this. This camera is way out there. Alright, here's our building. And you know, this is where it's tough for me. I mean, I'm not all right. Oh, that's a neat feature. It turns the object edges into grease pencil lines. That is, I was doing it a roundabout way before. I think I was converting it to like curves, and then from curves to grease pencil. I remember I did it some hacky way before, but I'm glad that it's not being implemented as part of the whole thing, as part of the grease pencil. Okay, so let's just draw on this object. For anybody joining in, I'm just really just doing some practice with grease pencil. I'm not really well versed in this this tool, so I'm just having a little bit of fun here. All right, grease pencil. We would draw on the surface, on the front. No, on the view. We'll do view. We'll do a test. And you know what? We'll go crazy today. We will make a new grease pencil. We'll call it Vertex Paint. And then we will pick the colors. So yeah, this is where I start thinking like, should I? Oh man, there are just too many objects. Oh, combining with freestyle would be awesome. I always try to use freestyle, and it was always, yeah, I'm very impatient for it, and I feel like it always took a while. I haven't checked on it with these new blenders like 2.8, 2.8 and up. I haven't really checked. So, has freestyles gotten any better? Oh, neat. So it makes a separate it has like its own pass for it. That's good. I wonder if freestyles will ever like um will ever really be just more intuitive. I don't know. I always found it a little like there's like 1500 settings for it, and I just never liked it. It really is. I think it's just still in the very like I don't know technical phase, or like feel like they're still using. Oh my god, they're still using like a lot of I don't know technical jargon. It just feels less intuitive. All right. Is that what the tins is for? Oh, live in the viewport is the way to go. Definitely. Am I doing this right? Isn't it supposed to tint the lines? Am I doing something wrong? Oh, it is. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay. I'm not even sure what would a good color be. Like, wait, does that look cool? Maybe not. Maybe like, yeah, let's make some colors together. I think that's the whole point of this, right? All right, let's see what that looks like. Once again, if you're just joining, I'm just doing some practice, not really aiming for anything, having some conversation with you guys. I think this is my first time like live streaming, so I'm just trying to, I don't know, get the hang of the technical part with the live streaming, and then also learn this while you guys are watching, and just have fun here. Let's see, would it look better if it was this? All right, I think I'm liking this. Maybe. We will see. All right, just so I can keep seeing what I'm seeing, let's keep going. Oops, always with that. All right, let's go to object, go here, draw. Oh my god. Okay. So for this one, can I make it bigger? All right, let's do this. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the offset, because yeah, it is coming like kind of right off that. But I don't know. We'll keep it. See if it's good. What is it? Mersalem? I'm saying that right? So you're doing multi-res retopology today. What are you doing it for, like a personal project or just for yourself? What is your project consist of? I never really got good at sculpting in Blender. I usually sculpt where I got decent at was like sculpting in VR. That was very intuitive way of doing it. I mean, if you guys have any like questions, also feel free to ask. I'm not a super pro at grease pencil, but I am pretty decent on the 3D aspect of Blender, like modeling and stuff like that. So please feel free to ask. I'll definitely get in there. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna clean up my outline here. Oh, sorry, Marcel. My bad. So yeah, Marcel, that's nice. What is your ultimate goal, Marcel, to with Blender? Do you want to like make characters or make props or like make an animation or work with like games or what are you looking for in Blender? Oh, it's a lot of fun. Making reusable backgrounds in productions. So are you saying that when you say the 3D set that can appear flattened, so you're just saying that something will be in the background and then you draw over it, like specifically for like 2D stuff? Is that what you mean? You compose the shot and then you draw on it, or is this not grease pencil related? Spitfire storyboards. You know what? I'm just gonna Google that right now. Oh, okay. They go through. Oh man, that's really neat. So you want to make the 3D backgrounds for that. Oh, that's really neat then. I think it's very useful. I think Blender is like treading some new water with the grease pencil and making stuff like that. So, are you mostly a 3D artist, or are you a 2D artist who's learning 3D, or a 3D artist who's learning 2D? Oh man, 22 years. Video editor. Oh man. That's awesome, man. Cool. So then you want to use Blender to then start making be very useful with animatics, thusly those Spitfire storyboards. That's really neat. How has the journey of learning this been, especially after being a video editor for so long? Definitely. That's really awesome. Yeah, that's definitely the issue I've always been coming into, like developing a workflow and learning at the same time is like pretty rough because you never know if you're doing it right. You're basically, you're making it on your own. So like, nice. Well, I'm glad you found me. Hopefully, I feel like I'm just a couple. I'm either on the same page as you or a couple chapters. I'm just playing with the grease pencil. I've seen some of the amazing like Blender. It's like Blender Foundation animations, and oh man, they make it look so like, oh yeah, obviously, that's easy. You just draw over the stuff, but then when you start doing it, it becomes like way harder. Sure is, Marcel. Sure is. Ooh, open class. I'm gonna make sure to write that down. Open class guy. It definitely is some crazy times. Okay. Look how floaty that is. Definitely learn some Spanish. Think the world opens up even more once you know some Spanish. You already know 3 languages? What are the 3? English, French, and German. That's awesome. Oh yeah, definitely. I took a couple years of German. I didn't learn much. It was a very hard language for me to learn. Oh yeah, I've been onto the grease pencil subreddit. It's a fun one. Let's see. Man, this is awesome. Oh man, Calvin and Hobbes. Oh, so much fun. when I see these, they just kind of remind me of Quill, like just doing this in VR and sketching it in VR. Feels more intuitive in there. Oh, the lip syncing is like I can't wait to get to have that problem. I want to start making some more, or start making any cartoon or anything. Oh, this is a good one too. I watched this one yesterday. The head turn. It looks so good. I feel so behind. It's gonna take so long to learn all this. Oh, that's a fun one too. Definitely some fun stuff. Oh yeah, he definitely started that juice spot. His style looks so good. Like I love his style. I want to emulate it, but I also don't want to copy it. So I have like a couple project files where I'm just copying his style, just to see how I can transform it into my own. And that sucks. Yeah, there's no quill for the index. That is unfortunate. I think Quill. I keep trying to go to different softwares, but Quill. I always end up going to Quill. It's very easy to export out into Blender. It's easy to use. Well, relatively easy. You know, it takes there's a bit of a learning curve, but um, you know, things look pretty good. Like, I don't know. Let me see if I can show you guys. I think you guys already saw it in the beginning if you're already here, but it's like so easy. Alembic. Where is my files? See here. See here. There it is. All right. Let's give this new material. Quill. Object. We will do any missions. Boom. And if I remember correctly, input. Nope. Input attribute. And then we'll copy whatever this says here. RGBA. RGBA. And then we'll give everything else this material. So we'll select the clouds and then we'll select them all. If I remember correctly, copy material to selected. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's a little tilted. Let's see if we can straighten this out. Oh, Anime Studio, I saw that. I've never heard of Neo SVR. I'll definitely check that out. I'm way into like VR stuff, so oh, Toon Boom Harmony? That makes sense. Adobe Animate's kinda I feel like it's a little limited. Right? I mean I don't know, you tell me. You work in a studio. Tilt brush, I like Tilt Brush a lot, uh, But the only thing I don't like about Tilt Brush is that they have specific brushes that can't go into Blender, and it takes a little bit more like setup, and it goes into Unity. And I would like to use Unity, but I've been like trying to just stay in Blender. But Tilt Brush is amazing. It looks amazing, and what people do on it is pretty amazing. But yeah, this is like, you know, I did this in like 45 minutes just to map out everything that I wanted to do, and it looks all right. I still need some practice, but I definitely have other projects in there that I can't wait to like transfer over to Blender, like spaceships and things like that. I've been avoiding posting it on this channel just because I want to dive deeper into the grease pencil. So everything I do, I try to like skew it to how can I use the grease pencil on it. So, because you know, at some points I think I'm like, why don't I just do everything in Quill and then just clean it up in Blender and not use any grease pencil? But like I said, I definitely want to use the grease pencil. I want to get better at 2D animation and stuff like that. And yeah, they definitely all have their strengths and their weaknesses. 100%. 100%. I guess for me, it always comes down to like, maybe I just want to buy something and that's why I want it so bad. But I already have something that's like capable, you know. Anyway, it looks pretty good. I like it. You know what's interesting? Not having the emissions shader on there. Instead of the emissions, I always thought like doing this principal shader with the RGB color. Look at this. Oh, I guess I need some sun. So this is interesting. Maybe. Like, look at that. I guess, you know, ooh, it's just super shiny. This just looks like plastic now. You know, with that, you know, I'm sure if we did some good lighting in here, instead of this sun, maybe like an area lamp. That's bigger. Let's see. Let's bring this to like 1, 2, 3, 10,000. Okay. This reminds me of like some sort of like clay animation or stop motion or something. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. It's always with the same with those like those industry standard software. You know, like I used to do compositing and VFX, and they always wanted you to use like Nuke, and like if you wanted to use Nuke on your like learn Nuke on your own, it's like a big investment to just even own and have. Like if you were to freelance, I think it's like 5 grand or 8 grand or something. Maybe they have like, maybe it's changed and they have like some sort of subscription service that I don't know about. But for the most part, yeah, Blender for me has always been a lifesaver for my like freelance projects and things I've been creating and stuff. You know, this stuff just looks like that stop motion. This is the image right here. We'll just render that. We're done. Just kidding. Okay, but you know, definitely, you know, this looks pretty cool too. You know, have it over here. And then new GPO based motion graphics thing called Cal Cavalry app. I'm gonna check that out right now. Let's see. Is this the right thing? Architecture. Interesting. Let's look at some of this stuff. Oh my god. That was pretty awesome. Huh. Interesting. This looks very promising. Yeah. I have the whole VR setup. Got it a long time ago. Um, but yeah, definitely. Do you guys think it would be interesting to see some VR stuff, or would you prefer to strictly be seeing like grease pencil stuff? At least on this channel. Should I make a separate channel? I don't know. All right, let's try another thing. Let's try. Ah, see, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for it, I think, in the layer. But thank you. So it's in. You can do it to the whole object itself with the effects. I'm just going to read it. So going back to that soften mask thing, the effect can be achieved on the entire grease pencil object with the rim effect modifier. Yeah, let's just test that out. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's do this. Let's go to the grease pencil object. Let's go to effects, like you said. You said rim, right? Rim. Huh. Oh, I see. So this right here. Let's do like 16 samples. How much? What's it? 32 samples. Let's do the most samples. Oh, I see. So you can't do it to individual layers. You can only do it to the whole object itself. So if I was doing this, then I would not need this. It would just be the effect. We do regular add. I see. Let's do 100. Yes, I agree. Playing with these values is always a hassle. I'm usually just not even paying attention to them. I'm just like closing, opening. I mean, not closing, opening. 100%, 200%, 1, 0. And I'm just constantly like, you know, just switching through. That's interesting. I guess that looks pretty. If you want this effect. Kind of breaks a little bit when you move it too far. And you're right, it would be easier to hand animate like the mask than it would be this. Then we'll pixelate it and then we'll swirl. I'm just kidding. Definitely. Very neat. Thank you for telling me that. It's fun to learn together. And it's fun to know. Now I know. You know what? I can now go into my notepad and I can cross that off. Can I soften the mask? No. I mean, yes, technically. There you go. Open class tutorials. Calvary. Alright. See if I can draw something quick. I'm going to be getting off in like the next maybe like 10, 15 minutes. Let me see if I can do a quick drawing of something. At least get some drawing practice in. Let's take off this floor. The sun, no lights. Definitely. I mean, they're working hard though. There's always updates for Blender. But yeah, you know, some feedback. It's always good. Let's see if I could do like a quick sketch. I'm not really good with this tablet either. I prefer drawing with pen and ink. Let's see. How wiggly that line is. Just, oops. Let's see. Zoom in a bit. Nah, let's take off the stabilize. Whew. Man, I really gotta just shift my tablet so much to get like this. Okay. Yeah, it definitely takes a lot to get used to because for me, like my tablet has to be rotated a little bit. So if I'm trying to make a straight line, I could just move my hand how I think is straight, and then I have to constantly rotate my tablet so it makes sure it fits since it's like matching my screen. It becomes a lot of practice. Different mindset. I definitely, like you said about other things, like, you know, everything has its weaknesses and pros, but you know, it's always easy. Oh man, I think I'm using a way cheaper tablet. Let's see what I'm using. I'm using an XP pen as well. Let me see if I can look at it. Yeah, it's the XP pen with the little scrolly thing here where I can scroll zoom. It's not the greatest, but I got it on a deal, so I think it was like $200. I forget what it's called. 300, maybe it was 300. I don't know. This doesn't feel like a $300 tablet. If you ask me. Yeah, I can imagine. What is it like? Do you have the 12-inch iPad? Yeah, 10 inches. I mean, I guess my tablet's about 10 inches. I would definitely love to get one of like obviously the Cintiqs, but those are like so expensive, and I can never justify getting a Cintiq. At least just yet. I'm not super good at the tablet. I feel like I have to earn my stripes before I even get one of those. Huh. The remote. I think I've seen that. Loop deck. Curious what that is. Let's see. Oh man, that looks ridiculous. That's actually really neat. Look at those fancy animations. Share your own profile, like a little dial. Oh look, a save and undo button. That's beautiful. Has a little screen on it. Yo, all these fancy websites, right? I'll definitely be doing these streams. I'm gonna try and do them every Saturday at 10 a.m. At least Pacific time. I don't know what. So the same time, 2 hours ago from your time is when I will do it on Saturday. So this stream right now was just as a test. Like as you saw, I had some audio problems and I was working out all the kinks. On the next stream, it's gonna be a little bit more planned. I'm gonna have an actual project that I'm gonna try and finish and try and do, and I'm hoping that while I do these streams, I find like how we just found out about the masking, and you told me how to blur the mask. I want to collect those type of like pieces of information. I write them down, and then I can make like little tutorials specifically for those, so we can have them all in one place. Because I think where all the tips come from is not just me sitting here like, what are some good tips, but like going through the motions and actually coming up to those like roadblocks as I'm like creating. So yeah, so every Saturday at the time that's 2 hours from that ago from you, whatever. It's 10 a.m. Pacific. Hold on, I'm curious. Dang, $549. That looks so good though. I would definitely use that. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Look out for some videos and stuff. And if you guys have any ideas of things that maybe I should cover, maybe things that you learned, I'd love to learn from you guys. I feel like we have a lot of information to share with each other. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream now. Look forward to next Saturday with a more structured stream. But please, guys, stay in contact. See you, 3D Rock. See you, Marcel. See you, Ferdwin. Ferduin. Ferdwin. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm glad you got here. I'm glad you got to see it. Thank you. Well, I guess my voice is still going through, huh? For the win. Ferdwin. All right. Thank you, Ferdwin. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. See you next Saturday. Ferdwin, 3D Rock, and Marcel. It's funny not having the stream and just my voice still gone. Anyway, thank you. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great week. Bye.